everybody, welcome back to the channel. I am your host MD, and this is your source for crypto news and how-tos. As always, I would like to extend an invite to anybody who likes crypto content 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. You can join our Discord named Digital Daily, and the link will be in the description. For those who are not subscribed and you like the content you have engaged in thus far, go ahead and consider leaving a like, leaving a subscribe, and click the bell so you can get notified anytime I create a video. So for today's content, we'll be going over a how-to. And that how-to will show you how to leverage your crypto, your Bitcoin, for the most financial flexibility. And before I get started, I want to put a little context behind this. So this tip would basically be more for the person who just got into crypto and maybe won big on Shiba Inu, or you are already existing in the crypto space and you have not yet figured out what a crypto loan is or how to use a crypto loan. So as you can see in the background here before you, Coinbase now allows personnel to borrow cash using Bitcoin as collateral. And they advertise you can take out up to $1 million from Coinbase using your Bitcoin as collateral, paying just 8% APR with no credit check. And while this is a big headline, just so you guys know that any crypto loan usually goes off of what your collateral value is. So let's say if I have $10,000 in Coinbase and they allow me to have a 50% loan to value ratio that I can withdraw, then I can only withdraw $5,000. Now, with that being said, you've seen the title, you've seen the thumbnail. How can you leverage crypto loans and DeFi to give you the most financial flexibility? Let's talk about some of the advantages that DeFi loans have over regular loans. So typically DeFi loans will have a lower interest rate due to the fact that it is surrounded by appreciating assets, way more competitive than a traditional loan. The repayment plans are very flexible. I know for me, in the platform that I use, I can repay in the currency that I withdraw. So if it was a stablecoin like USDC or USDT, I can repay in those. I can repay in fiat, just transferring that from my bank. If I transferred it to my bank in the first place, back to the exchange, I can repay that way. Or you can pay in any other crypto that the platform holds. So as for NEXO, I could deposit more ADA, more BTC, more ETH into my platform and use those to pay my loan as well. But to take my example a little bit further, let's say if you have a $10,000 student loan and throughout your years of being in the crypto space, you have somehow amassed $20,000 worth of Ether over the years. You could, and this is the first option here, you could simply sell $10,000 worth of that and pay off your student loan in one swoop. Sounds pretty easy, but at the same time, you have to consider that you will be paying capital gains tax on that repayment of your loan, which is still good, but there are better options. Now, secondly, you could take all $20,000 you have earned within the crypto space and put that onto a DeFi loan platform as collateral. You can take out $10,000 worth of the loan, whether it be denominated in stable coins or you get that $10,000 sent straight back to your bank. You have options here. Now with the second option, you get all of the benefits. You knock out your student debt. Your repayment plan is as flexible as the platform allows, which would be $10 a month, $2 a month. And you also get to maintain your position in the crypto space. It's not like you're selling your crypto off. You're literally just using the crypto you already have, posting it as collateral, receiving payment in whatever coin you choose. And if your investment continues to do well, your collateral will pay off itself. I know for NEXO, if I have my collateral sitting in their account and the collateral somehow or some way surpasses the value of the loan I've taken out, I have the option to pay back my loan with the collateral the over collateral that I have posted, which is a pretty neat option. And it allows me to be the most flexible when it comes to my financial plans. And if I need to gain a little bit more access to my capital, I can do so. Now, speaking about loans, it is not always positive. There are risks, of course. Just like investing in the crypto space, you have to be careful and be wary who you do financial services with in the DeFi space. So I know for NEXO, I am not partnered with them nor affiliated, but I always like to mention them because they are a great example. They are regulated up to $300 million, which is more than necessary than people typically need. And that is pretty much it on how to leverage your crypto that you have in the space to its full potential. I like the fact that you can take out DeFi loans that is not associated with your credit score, but it's literally only associated with the amount of capital you post as collateral. It's a really nice feeling that smaller investors can hold these assets and not get stuck in the corner when it comes to trading in and out of multiple currencies. You typically only hear this with, higher net worth investors, but now DeFi brings that same game, that same playing field to your everyday trader. And that is all for this tip. Let's move on to our news of the week. NFL quarterback Aaron Rodgers is giving out $1 million in Bitcoin, but not every lucky fan is getting the same amount. This is just another angle of adoption that we are starting to get. Professional athletes, public figures are taking their paychecks in Bitcoin and crypto. They're giving away Bitcoin and crypto, some for a good cause, others to only just put money back in their wallet, which is okay. I mean, I'd prefer to hear something that benefits the retail investors more, but let's see what he has to say. Green Bay Packers quarterback Aaron Rodgers said Monday he was giving away Bitcoin worth $1 billion via Cash App. But not every lucky fan gets the same amount, as people on Twitter posted. Screenshots of Bitcoin worth $10 or $100 are given to the participants. The three-time NFL MVP, what a title, said his partnership with Square Services will let him take some of his salary in Bitcoin. I do like the idea of you giving crypto away to the people, making it more accessible to those who have not had exposure yet. The quote down here says, "To make Bitcoin more accessible to my fans, I am giving out a total of $1 million in Bitcoin now too. Drop your cash tag with paid in Bitcoin and follow at Cash App," he said in a Halloween themed video. This is pretty cool. This is the second time I've seen this kind of news this week. Tom Brady also did a giveaway, but it was only for a fan returning his 600th touchdown game ball, which was pretty cool of him. What a time to be a sports fan. Am I right? And the next bit of news we have is Unstoppable Domains partnering with Polygon, the layer 2 scaling solution for blockchains. And they're saying goodbye to gas fees. Now, for those of you who don't know Unstoppable Domains, they are an NFT provider, NFT domain name provider. And Polygon is a layer 2 scaling solution. So let's read on what their partnership consists of. Today, we are thrilled to announce, after months of careful research and consideration, Unstoppable Domains will soon be moving to Polygon as our layer 2 scaling solution. This will allow us to make our NFT domains free to claim and manage on Polygon starting November 15th, 2021, with zero gas fees for transactions on Polygon. Well, I was really excited to hear this news. I have not purchased my M-Digital domain name yet, but now that I see this news coming out, I may wait till the 15th so I do not have to pay claim fees on my wallet name. When picking a technology to build on top of, we consider two primary things: cost of transactions and how easy it is for apps to support. Both are important for a successful naming system, with fees 1,000 times cheaper than Ethereum, And with wide support from wallets, dApps, and exchanges, we believe that building on Polygon will provide the best experience to our customers today. In the same way they vetted this company for their technology and efficiency, I feel like people in the crypto space should do the same thing as well to ensure that their mission is practical. And this is specifically in regards to the crypto scam that happened earlier this week, the Squid Coin. Very tragic that those people lost their money. But good news, we have zero gas fees coming to unstoppable domains. I had a friend who was actually quite reluctant to dive into this due to the amount of money that it would cost him to actually upload things to his DeFi website and other transactions he would like to make on his page's behalf. So really good news. But that's all I have for this one. Let's go ahead and move on to the next story. Stable coins are a compelling payment option, but they need to be regulated. Biden administration report says. And one big thing I got from this article was the fact that they want to start regulating stablecoins and they want to regulate them like a bank. So saying how much coins you can mint that is pegged to the US dollar, which would give them, greater jurisdiction and regulatory reach over stablecoins in the crypto space. And one thing that I'm worried about is that they're too antsy when it comes to regulation. And it is not like they have been honest before and careful with regulation. They're actually quite reckless with the things they say. And the only reason why I could see why they want to regulate stablecoins so bad is the fact that stablecoins can lie and not have as much assets that are backed as they say they do, which makes them susceptible to a run. And this is the same thing that happened to banks back in 2008 when everyone wanted their money out of the bank. And if you guys know anything about fractional reserve banking, they do not hold all of the customers' funds at one time. So if everyone goes to the bank and say, hey, I want to withdraw all of my money, that will not happen, and they will probably shut the doors on you, unfortunately. And this is also coming off the fact that Tether just got fined for not having as much assets under management or assets backed as they said they did. But everything is clear now that they got a smack on the hand and everything's good to go. Tying directly into the previous tab, why stablecoin regulation isn't urgent. Reading through this, I seen that we do have friends behind the scenes, and I'm very glad we have people who are very deliberate in bringing the most effective regulation when it comes to the crypto space, because these laws, the current laws that we have now, are very old. They apply to today's current financial space, and with a new innovative space like crypto, you would simply get a whole bunch of overlap and things that really don't make sense, such as the crypto provision in the infrastructure bill that was presented 2 months ago, I think like a month and a half ago. But what these regulatory bodies need is they need time to consider the best regulatory clarity for the crypto space. They also need public debate, public feedback, and we need new laws for new tech. And this is only going to take time. So with them trying to rush towards regulation, it's not going to help. They're going to potentially make a mistake that will stifle innovation that the crypto space is bringing thus far. And that's basically all I have for this one. It's pretty much just a rollout of how they want to go about regulating the crypto space. Commonwealth Bank to enable crypto trading for its 6.5 million population. Other banks will follow. This is another avenue of approach when it comes to adoption, and I am only seeing this increase every day. Even within this article, this is one of the 4 biggest banks in Australia, and they are saying that banks are going to start moving from the back of their seat to the edge of their seat because the wait and see approach is only going to get them left behind, as technical analysts are saying we should be at a $100 Bitcoin, a $200 Bitcoin. And these banks are only going to sit back so long before they start providing crypto services to their people who demand it the most. And one thing that stuck out to me is the sentence right here. The CBA stated that it will support 10 crypto assets in its banking app, including Bitcoin, Ether, Bitcoin Cash, and Litecoin. These are the only coins that they decided to disclose as of the release of this article, but I can only imagine releasing the other names would cause some kind of spike in price, which they wouldn't want before they actually buy the asset. So I'm definitely keeping my eye on Bitcoin, Ether, Bitcoin Cash, and Litecoin, but the other 6 as well. What are they going to be providing to their 6.5 million customer population, and how do I get into that asset? I'll be looking for the full list of the 10 names that they will be supporting soon. And if I get it, I will definitely put it out to my Discord channel. Moving on down here, let's see what they have to say. Vallas believes the rapid growth and adoption of crypto has shifted the risk of maintaining a wait-and-see approach in the view of big banks to a risk of inaction and being left behind. Vallas believes that it is only a matter of time before the other major Australian banks launch their own crypto services. And just like I said, with these technical analysts saying, even larger institutions saying that they should be, well, we should be at a $300,000 to $400,000 Bitcoin in the near future, you can bet your bottom dollar that these banks are not just going to sit by and let the wealth transfer just go straight from top to bottom. They're going to buy these assets because they want to be involved. They don't want to get blockbustered, which they're very susceptible of if they do not take action into the crypto space. That is all I have for this one. Let's move to the next tab. Ateller ignites the DeFi space. So this is another developer / dApp that is building in the Cardano ecosystem. We also had news that I released in my previous video about Ardana and their Dana token that just finished their private sale for their launch later on this year. Reading down here, blockchains of the future will be required to have lower impact on the environment, working efficiently without consuming enormous amounts of energy to remain operational. Cardano has been one of the most energy efficient blockchains in industry, 1.6 million times lower than Bitcoin and well below the average level of the high market capitalization coins. Cardano has also announced its partnership with Veritree, creating the first global Cardano Impact Challenge, an initiative that aims to reinvest donations into replanting trees worldwide. Now that's something I can get behind. As far as the blockchains going green and efficient, power saving, as far as energy efficient blockchains, Cardano, XRP, and a lot of the third generation coins have always been touted to be the most energy efficient. And that's typically one of the arguing points when you compare the first and second gen to the third and so on generation coins. But getting back on topic, this is going to be really nice to see Cardano onboarding all of these smart contracts and dApp developers. That brings lending, that brings stable coins, the automated market makers to produce the most amount of liquidity for the Cardano ecosystem. And they're just going to become a financial powerhouse. People, especially like me, who invest in Cardano, have been waiting for the smart contract play for a long time now. And to see it here being built right in front of us, it is very exciting to see. If you guys remember the news story that I did on Cardano partnering with a few African countries, this is only going to be another service that will be available to them, such as being able to take out loans and be involved with the same financial leverages that people in the US do, people in Europe does, and so on. Now on to our last story. New York City gets itself a Bitcoin mayor, and this news was all over the place, as well as the mayor of Miami, Francis Suarez, I believe his name is. And the reason why this is so popular is because these two mayors have decided to take their salary, a portion of their salary, in Bitcoin. And it only seems like a political play to me. And as for this new mayor, Mr. Adams, I don't know if he used that play to get in his seat, as crypto is very popular. But the only thing I hope is that he uses crypto for good. Maybe he adds crypto to that city's balance sheet, like El Salvador did, so they can offer lower prices, especially with the current global situation that is going on now. We have higher prices, we have less workers, we have inflation all hitting us in the face right now. And a little bit of economic relief would be very satisfying to see right now. And that is all I have for this week's roll-up of news and tips. If you guys have any suggestions that you want to see, if I covered something that you do not understand fully, please just go ahead and let me know in the comments, and I will respond to you as soon as possible. Or if you just have further questions and want to stick around for 24/7 crypto content, go ahead and join our Discord. The last bit of news that I forgot to mention was Bitcoin's Taproot upgrade. If you guys know anything about that, that will be the upgrade that brings quote unquote smart contracts, private transactions, and cheaper transaction fees with a little bit more faster transaction speed to the Bitcoin blockchain. And the reason why it takes so long is because the core, Bitcoin's core, is very essential to the crypto space. If they were to upgrade Bitcoin and mess it up and create some kind of vulnerability that allows double spending attacks, then the whole crypto space would be in trouble. This upgrade is supposed to be coming November 11th. I will be posted on that date to see the status of the upgrade. All right, ladies and gentlemen, I do thank you. I do appreciate you for watching the video thus far. If you believe this content can help yourself or somebody else, please consider sharing it with a friend or a family member. I will catch you guys on the next one.